Hey guys, how are you? Lord Timothy is here. So listen, I just wanted to come on and tell you that we've got 5 days to go. Okay? Um, I know. You guys have PTSD from 2016 and the polls, and Hillary Clinton was winning, and then all of a sudden she wasn't winning. So, however you feel about the polls, you just need to know this: Trump is losing as of today. Now, we know 70 million people have early voted. And we also too know that a lot of Republicans vote on election day. So that number will tighten. The lead will shrink for Biden, but ultimately in the end, I am almost positive that Biden will cross the finish line first. But the fight's not over. We are going to have this orange turd fighting every mail-in ballot that he can and in every battleground state that he can. Okay? So knowing that ahead of time, I'm going to need you guys to make sure you follow the instructions in your ballots. First, by starting, do not put them in the mail. It is too late. If you didn't have them in the mail by yesterday or hell, Tuesday, it's not going to make it. Not going to make it. Now, you can clearly see that the only play that Trump has is trying to invalidate the mail-in ballots that will come in after the 3rd, even if they're postmarked by the 3rd. And Wisconsin, they were successful in doing that, okay? The only reason why that ruling was overturned is because that ruling came from a federal court in Wisconsin, which means it was appealed to the Supreme Court, which upheld that decision, okay? So if you are listening and you are in Wisconsin, this is what I need you to do. Take the ballot that you have, follow the instructions, just go slow. Election day isn't until November the 3rd. You got 5 days to get it right. Learn your propositions of your city, learn what you're voting about, learn who these people are. Vote blue, vote your conscience. I don't care who you vote for. Yeah, I do care who you vote for. Vote blue, okay? Certainly by now, all of the politicians in every city, in every state, has shown us who they are, okay? Certainly the ones that have co-signed Donald Trump. They've shown you who they are. Now, if you like that, then you co-sign that too, then you need to vote your conscience because that's your business. But if you haven't, and you haven't decided, just look what's going on the news. Look what's going on in your town. Look what's happening with this country. And then make your mind up. You decide what kind of country you want to live in. Because 4 more years of this orange turd is only going to get worse. Okay? It just is. He's chipped away at all of the norms. The Republican-led Senate let it happen. So now they need to reap what they sowed. They need to be voted out. And the ones that are not up for re-election this term, 2022, we see you, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz. We see you. Now, they're going to get amnesia. They're going to say, oh, no, I didn't co-sign that. Oh, no, I was against Donald Trump. I didn't want him to do that. You sure didn't say it publicly when he was in office. So you know what? You're complicit, and you're going to get voted out. Now, back to Wisconsin. Take your ballot. Read the instructions. Sign within the signature line. Make your circles almost damn near perfect. Do not use red ink, people. Really? Do not use red ink. No. If there is a privacy envelope, put your ballot in the privacy envelope first. If your ballot arrives in the outer envelope and not in the privacy envelope, your ballot is going to get discarded. It will not be valid. These simple catches, I'm trying to give you simple tips so your ballot will be counted. So if you ordered a ballot and it hasn't arrived, it ain't coming. Okay? You're not going to get it. Or you're going to get it the day before Election Day or the Friday before Election Day. But chances are, if you have not received it, you're not getting it. Don't look for it. The mail is jacked. The mail is jacked on purpose. We've got Trump on the record saying, yeah, he jacked the mail on purpose. Okay? So what I'm going to need you to do is go to vote. If you have in-person early voting, go there. Tell them you want a provisional ballot. What this does is it invalidates the ballot that's lost in the mail or coming to you. Okay? The ballot may get to you after Election Day, but if you get a provisional ballot, that ballot coming in the mail will be void. You won't be able to use it. And this is important. You need to tell them you want a provisional ballot. Now, what this means is provisional ballots get counted last. It's a precaution to make sure that you have not voted twice. Do not panic. Do not panic. Your provisional ballot they will get to it just later, after everyone who has a legitimate ballot and voting in person, until that is concluded, then they'll start counting provisional ballots. Now, there may be a winner declared by then, making your vote, but technically, provisional ballots get counted last. Okay? I was a little confused on how this works, but my sister cleared it up for me. So Shonda, good looking out. She's an election judge in her state, so she knows what she's talking about. So Wisconsin, are we clear on what you need to do? Bring your own pen. Always have your own pen. Always. It's a pandemic. Wear a mask. Wear gloves if you have to. I know Wisconsin is cold. Bring a scarf. Bring a hat, because there's going to be a line. Okay? This is called voter suppression. If you're at your polling place and you used to have 200 and now you only have 3, welcome to voting for Black and brown people. This is what they do. It's just, until we can get it changed, this is just what it has to be. Okay? Now, if you do not know the provisional ballot rules in your state, go to vote.org, click on your state, and find out. Okay? It is too late to put your ballots in the mail. Okay? Trump is going to try to get those ballots thrown out. For the life of me, I don't know how that's even possible, but hey, it's Donald Trump. Look what he's done so far. Kids in cages. Need I say more? And also, too, this is going to affect our military overseas. Their ballots aren't going to make it. Okay? Depending on what state they're in, they're going to try to get those ballots invalidated. The actual U.S. military serving your country, and the Trump administration is going to try to make sure those ballots don't count. That's what it is. That is his play. There's no policy. There's no plan for the next 4 years. There's just race bait and division. Okay? Now, don't be fooled. Donald Trump is smart. And it appears that he is losing. But he ain't trying to win the popular vote. So don't let that fool you. He's not trying to win the popular vote. He is trying to do the electoral college map again like he did last time. Okay? But there is a problem with that plan. Biden is very competitive in Georgia, and it looks like we're going to flip Arizona blue. Okay? Michigan, Wisconsin, I think those are gone. But we have to act like we're still losing. Okay? We were so worried about a red mirage, but they did not anticipate 70 million early votes that are most likely coming in blue. They did not expect that. So don't get it twisted. The path is very difficult for him, but it is doable. Okay? So don't get complacent, sitting all in the cut with your arms folded like we got this shit in the bag, because we don't. Okay? I just happen to be a polls guy. I think the polls are real. The polls were real in 2016 until that fucking Comey letter came out. Okay? Which happened yesterday, 2016. So we are now 5 days out. Okay? Biden is still up by 12 nationally, but remember, Trump's not worried about winning the popularity contest. He knows the majority of this country hates him. He would like to win the popular vote, but that's just not going to happen. It just isn't. He is going to do the Kellyanne Conway. And I say Kellyanne Conway because when she took over, she told us how they were going to win. And that's exactly how they won. So remember, look at what they're doing, not what they're saying. So you're wondering why he's going to these little off-brand towns. It's on the Electoral College map, people. They may look stupid, but there is a reason to the madness over there, and we have to pay attention to it. We have to pay attention to it. We can't get complacent. It's too important. Okay? Now, Pennsylvania, they are allowed to count ballots after the 3rd. North Carolina, they're allowed to count ballots after the 3rd. Okay? Now, I don't know how they are able to do it when Wisconsin was overturned. Maybe it's a federal or a state thing. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. All I know is if it looks self-serving for the president, it gets struck down. Okay? Because the law is the law. All right? And I know there's a lot of crooked judges going on in this country, and I know Kavanaugh has said some shady things about the election, whatever. But my point is, guys, we have to watch what they're doing and not what they're saying. Okay? Now, Amy Coney Barrett, the newest Supreme Court Justice, she did not have a factor in the state's decision about North Carolina. But you can better believe she's playing catch up right now. All right? Now, Justice Roberts, the chief, he has a conscience because he's worried about the integrity of the court, as all of them should be. But, guys, it's lopsided. It's 6-3. Okay? Now, we need to take the Senate. We need to take the White House so we can expand the court to make it fair in this country. Because if we don't take the Senate or the White House, none of this is going to be possible. Okay? Call this a pep talk. Call this a conscience talk. Call it whatever you want. All I'm saying is just heed the message, okay? We're not celebrating yet. I know on TikTok I'm celebrating and doing all of that, but no. I just feel comfortable and confident in this year as opposed to 2016 because it's an apple and an orange. There's no October surprise. Trump needs to expand his base by stealing some of Biden's people. And polling to me suggests he hasn't done that. Okay. Now I watch Steve Kornacki. He's the guy at the board with the, and I trust him. I do. I just, it is what it is. Now, if there are people out there lying or not participating in the polls, that's one thing. Okay. He must win Pennsylvania. He must win Florida. If he loses either one of those states, the gig is up. He can't win. And those are just facts. That's just strictly the numbers. Okay. Now, if this conversation with you is making you a little uncomfortable, it should. If it's making you nervous, it should. It's supposed to. Because we're not celebrating yet. Okay? Now, I want you to feel confident in how the race is going because it's been looking good. We're 5 days out. The shit is real. To me, these numbers are real. To me. Now, you deal with it however you need to deal with it. Okay? I haven't posted on my channel in a while, but I thought it was time for me to post an election pep rally because we can't get complacent. And I know a lot of you don't trust the polls, which is a good thing. It keeps the fire lit in your ass. Okay? So if you haven't voted, just stand in line. It's a pandemic. Because I'm looking at it like this. If you at the mall, if you trying to dine out, if you are doing all those things as if the pandemic isn't alive and well and killing people, then you can stand your ass in line to vote. And that's simply the gist of the gist. Okay? Now, I'm not going to ramble on. I just needed to post something on my channel because it's been a while. I am going to be streaming tomorrow with the TikToker stream. I don't know who the guests are, but click the little subscribe button and hit the notifications and you'll be notified when the live is started. We're trying to get the viewership up. Okay? Even if you just want to come there and see me, there's some of your favorites that aren't be there on TikTok. Okay? Just come on in if you got time. Just listen in. There's a chat. You can, and some of us will answer your questions. It's just a good time. Now, it's a lot of us, but it's still a good time. Okay? Now, I'm going to be working on my own streaming show. It's coming soon. I'm just working out all the particulars. And you all will be the first to know when and how and what. Okay? So I just thought that I would come in and say something and let you guys know I'm feeling better. I took a break. I'm back. And Biden-Harris 2020, baby. All the way. All the way. Vote. Get it done.